Okay, had received a question from a student about the exercise on page 8-56. And so I'm going to try and recreate the issue that she was having just by working through the assignment. So I've opened up 8-10, and as the textbook says in your skills review, I've saved it as opacity, or I will be saving it as opacity mask skills. I'm going to save it to my desktop so I can access it more readily. That is, if I can find my desktop. There we go. And click OK. And then the first step is you want to verify that the transparency panel is visible. I'm going to go up to the workplace management part of the software, and I'm going to say to reset essentials, and that way I get my panels and my toolbox back where it needs to be. Then I'm going to go up to window and I'm going to pull up the transparency panel just to make sure that it's visible. And we are going to click on the transparency, or first of all, we're going to do number 3, which is to select all. So that's Command or Control A. And then we're going to click Object on the menu bar and click Group. Command or Control G. And then we're going to go to the Transparency Panel Options button and make Opacity Mask. And then we're going to click to uncheck the clip option on the transparency panel. And also the invert, it says, hint, verify that invert mask is not checked. And I don't see invert mask, it's not checked as well. Then we're going to click the edit menu and click copy. So we're going to go up to edit and we're going to copy, Command or Control C. And then again in the transparency panel, we're going to click the opacity mask thumbnail. And then we're going to go to the edit menu again. And we are going to paste in front. We're going to click the black swatch in the swatches panel to change the fill of the masking object to black. So you want to go to the swatch panel and click black, and you want to make sure that the fill color is at the foreground. Then the text on the artboard is completely hidden, which it is. We're going to click the white to black linear gradient swatch in the swatches panel. So we want the white to black linear gradient. That's fade to black. And I believe that's the white to black linear gradient. And then we're going to compare our result to figure 85, which looks pretty similar. Click that again. And then in the transparency panel, we're going to click the artwork thumbnail. So again, we want the transparency panel, which I think I just accidentally somehow put away. So we're going to go up here and bring it back up again. And this time we want to click the artwork thumbnail. We're going to click the CMY magenta swatch in the swatches panel. What's that called again? CMYK magenta swatch in the swatches panel. Well, I'm going to guess it's this one. And then we are going to click the opacity mask thumbnail, which again, the transparency panel. Geez Louise, keep losing that thing. And we are going to click the opacity mask thumbnail. We're going to press and hold Alt if you're on a Windows or Option if you're on a Mac. And then we're going to click the opacity mask. We're going to click the gradient tool and then click and drag from the bottom to the top of the text outlines. We're going to go to the gradient tool, click from the bottom to the top, in the transparency panel we're going to click the artwork thumbnail. And we're going to click the View menu and click Hide Edges. And then we're going to click the Invert Mask option on the transparency panel. And then we're going to compare our artwork to figure 86, which looks pretty darn similar. We're going to press and hold Shift and then click the opacity mask thumbnail. We're going to press and hold Shift and then click the opacity mask thumbnail again. And this is an alternative method to the same exercise we did in lesson 6. The problem with this is that the artwork and the mask are perfectly aligned. Because of that, a faint line appears around the edges of the text. But we're going to go ahead and live with it, I guess, save our work, and close opacity mask skills. Actually, you're not going to close it, you're going to upload it to me. So I'm going to click a Command S to save it, and then I'm going to go up to File, and I'm going to save a copy, and I am going to make this copy an Adobe PDF. And rather than its Illustrator default, I'm going to click the smallest file size, and I'm going to save this PDF. I'm just going to click through a couple of these warnings. I'm going to minimize this, and I know it went out to my... And so there you go. And this was, I was not able to recreate the issue. The issue was the Y was not showing, but I did want to go through the entire exercise just in case there was something in the textbook, which occasionally happens, that was causing that to happen. So there you go. If you have questions, give me a holler.